It drops.
We all gotta put our all into it.
If it's 5 people
the sequence
do it at
of
the same
life.
time, bro, it's gonna be cool because they do it in unison, bro.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
funny.
Unison.
The fuck, and you just missed the negative. That's why you're a piece of shit. But that's a whole other story for another time.
You really be switching it up and then going into your own song like you wrote it.
And then you put a rap verse in
rap it
there.
in a hole and come out with magic. You're like, the fuck? Why you saying that? This nigga watching Dick popping on his phone. That's disgusting.
Come on, man. Who? This nigga here. What's up?
Welcome to an all new episode of the 5% Podcast. Your amazing host for the evening, your leader, your boy DJ. Always here with my fellas.
And it's Rick. Y'all already know what's going down, man. It's Friday. We back again, baby. I know y'all missed your boy last week, but I'm here again. Let's go.
All right, this is JOHVAN Lockett, also known as JOHVAN Lockett.
Just so you still be.
Captain Cootnoot.
Alright, bro. This your boy Brian. I can't deal with the bullshit no more. Nigga got a new nickname every other day and shit. What the fuck was that?
That was your best one.
Get him, Brian.
That was your best one.
That shit was terrible.
No, it's your boy Mayor. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get into it, man.
If you're tuning in right now to meet you a fan, if you're a fan, go on over to Instagram, follow our page at the 5% Podcast, number 5. Don't spell that because you're not going to find us. In our bio, you'll find our link tree. There you can find out where you can find our videos live and posted on YouTube. And you can listen to us via audio. And we're the podcast where we cover culture, music, sports, and trending topics. And you can also catch our latest video up there as well.
Facts, like,
I can't really believe it sometimes.
Any interesting things this week?
yeah.
Oh, I can't talk about mine.
No.
Oh.
Like when you do that.
Can we get 10 minutes in?
I know, but you would say yeah, like you finna come at me.
Something that's not dangerous.
I can't say
What I missed?
Now you gotta tell me.
No, I
Yeah,
can't.
he done
I
brought it
can't.
up. He done brought it
I
up.
cannot.
What
Say
is
what
it?
happened.
Wow.
I hate when niggas do
See,
that.
Because I
no.
can't.
So I don't know. So
I
first
can
question
say
is
that
why do I not know?
You should know.
Why do I not know?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Why do I not know?
I don't know.
Why I don't know?
I don't think we can do this.
I would tell you. It's
We'll
just
talk
like
about
I.
it.
Yeah.
Why
anyway,
no?
but-
What was so great about it?
Fuck all
No,
that
go
you
ahead
would
with
tell
what?
me.
I ain't
Why
gonna joke.
haven't I been
First of all, I
told?
did tell you.
Joe, later, bro. Later.
My watch, fool.
Oh, I got you.
Anyway.
But okay, nah, okay.
Oh,
what's
that's crazy because I seen you. That's what you talking about?
No.
Anyways, I got to see Two Phone Baby King and Kendrick last week, and was probably the greatest experience ever. Like,
Boy, okay.
it's hard to. It's like, for people that don't know, I have like a concert Mount Rushmore. It's, you know, Kid Cudi, Kanye, Tyler the Creator, and Kendrick, and he was the last one to complete it. So, and like Baby King was a bonus.
So how would you rate his performance?
I thought it was a 9 out of 10. The only thing I was upset about was, and I know why they did it, but they performed Family Ties together inside of the little cube dome. They had like a little COVID dome thing, you know what I'm saying, with people like with little suits on and stuff. They performed it together inside of there in Oklahoma City. But they changed it for us, I guess because of maybe a sound issue, because they were like lagging on the track. And they performed Range Brothers, like only Baby King performed Range Brothers, and he cut out the song into pieces to speed it up. You know, it's not the same effect. You know,
So do you
And he didn't do
you
voices.
said, so you're saying to you, hands down, that's the best concert you've been to?
No, Tyler is.
Okay.
Yeah, Tyler. This was second, tied with Halsey, and then Kanye, and then
I'm gonna have to give Kendrick another chance, man, because when I went and seen him, he didn't. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little.
You saw Damn, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen him
that's-
when he
yeah.
did the Him, Future, and Mink when they
Yeah.
did their concert or whatever.
Yeah.
I went to that and I wasn't. He didn't. His performance wise wasn't there for me. He didn't do it for me, bro.
That was probably my least favorite concert setup
Yeah.
that he's had. Like, Good Kid, Mad City was so raw. Like, Good Kid, Mad City's the songs were so good that it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? This shit was just lit.
I like the stage setup he had for that. Like you said,
that shit was crazy. Like that shit automatically was just fire. But
that's cool. You got to experience that, bro. That's cool. You got to go to that shit, bro.
Yeah. Justin Bieber had nice setup too.
We ain't playing. The nigga really do be having.
He be going
He
hard.
really did. No, he really did.
But shout out Kendrick and Two Phone. Kendrick did a lot of work in Fort Worth, so like shout out to him for real, because he's the only big rapper to like come to our city and be like, man, like this would be tight for a visual.
I seen that.
You know, and I always say we got one of the most amazing cities, like the most amazing people, and I'm glad he saw that shit.
Yeah,
so shout out Kendrick.
yeah, go ahead.
And that's facts.
Mr. Negative.
That's what's up. Dude.
Somebody
Like he
else
had
had
a
a
good
good
week. What's had a good week?
Last week. Well, I mean, my week was decent. You know, a little different things.
Any work activity?
You know he got a story. I hate that.
No, not well. I guess kind of, sort of. There's a lot of freaky older women nowadays. Like, they've been popping up a lot lately.
You got
They
a
want
lot
you?
of shit going on at your job.
I mean, I'm in a fucking warehouse. It's gonna always be some shit.
Facts.
That's true.
Facts,
Sex pool up there.
Freaky older
You
women.
be worried about y'all job.
Like some like
They been there grabbing on you.
Get your
It
floaties.
can't too much because some people are.
they be grabbing on you.
Thank you.
I allow it. No, you thought. Nah, hold on. What you say? I did what?
Allow it.
And what you thought he said?
Allow it.
No, you think
He trying to. No, I didn't say you was lying.
Mr. Negative.
I didn't say you was lying. I said you allow it. Like, no, knowing damn well he be letting them grab on him and stuff.
I mean,
Joe kinky. I'm not gonna let that slide.
You let him tug on the helmet.
bitch, we free too.
Hey, you need to go ahead and pull
I
that
am.
Charleston White though. You need to pull that on.
When have I not? I know
The
I'm
difference
freaky
is
though.
We
own it. We own it.
This
We
nigga
freaky.
never own that shit.
You only want a hand job.
Come on, my nigga. Like, really?
But
Damn.
you don't understand. Like, I don't think y'all ever had a elite hand job.
They
ever
have
in
it.
life.
They have it. They have it, bro.
What is
Have you
that?
ever had a whole?
What are you talking about?
A Supreme, bro. It's
When I was like 13, yeah. What are you talking about?
You
bro?
have never like.
it's different.
Like,
You're not finna sit in my.
you ever had a
bro,
girl like?
You're not gonna get back on this.
Like put like lavender
I'm gonna get
lotion
back on
on.
this.
Nah, bro. Come on, DJ. Nah, come on, bro. Come on.
Like you ain't never had nobody put your shit to sleep.
No. The sleep? Boy, shut
To
up.
sleep?
With lavender lotion.
So what you be doing the whole time?
What you mean?
Going in a little.
They go fast or they go slow? Do they like
Weird.
They
See, to get them to understand, I try to tell
Do
them.
the beat in the mic. Do the beat in the
play
mic.
like rock paper scissors at first.
Gotta get that all worked up to get to the point.
You ugly.
Hey, he ain't lying though. That's how that.
You don't
bro.
understand.
He don't know.
God,
bro.
this
Y'all
nigga
get
is
something like
different,
that, bro. Like maybe had a girl that was trying to rush and just did that shit like old.
No.
Come on, come on,
I
hurry
ain't
up and
gonna
get
lie.
hard.
Bruh.
I'm gonna lie. No. I just can't just get that.
I feel y'all, but I mean y'all not.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all not
You
part of like a
let me.
shit,
I got
y'all-
you, bro. You have to just.
Here we go.
You just have to sit back and relax, bro. Just sit back,
Y'all some
relax.
lazy
You know what I'm saying?
fucks.
Put your hand behind your head.
What are you talking about?
And you know what I'm saying? Put your hands behind your head for when, you know what I'm saying? When she get the, bro, it's just something about the hands and the control.
Yeah.
Cause I to
Put your mouth on it.
get them to understand, you gotta tell them.
What are you doing?
I compare it to like, you know, milking a
That's a
cow.
waste
You know what I
of
mean? You gotta. Your goal is you're trying to milk this cow. You dig what I'm saying?
Animal. I am not an animal.
It's like bro.
It's a pleasure behind
It
it.
really, bro. It's really like a different. Cause like you know, like the norm is I gotta get the head. I gotta get.
Okay, so
you know,
what-
I gotta do this.
Okay, so how is it like?
God.
Okay, how is it like set up? Is she just like let me take care of you?
Okay, no, okay.
It's not. It's nothing need to be said.
Yeah, for one, he's
Nothing
right.
need to be
No,
said.
no, 'cause,
This
like,
this hand
for
finna
one-
go to work.
Nah, okay, like you know, so y'all
Cause they ain't never felt that, fool. They don't. It's funny.
No,
to them.
hand it over.
I believe that.
This finna come in handy.
because it's real. Like
Gotta hand it to you.
I believe that you're not lying only because I know shit you done did worse than that.
Whoa.
I have history,
Stupid.
but I don't think y'all like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kissing with it. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying?
You kiss on her while she give you a hand job?
I can deal with that.
Bro, what is wrong?
No,
Okay, come out.
okay, I
He
can do
said
that.
like it's foreign. Oh no, kiss the
okay,
one.
I'm asking like you.
Your hands, no.
Okay, I'm coming to your defense. Oh, that's understandable.
Bro, then,
But I'm
then,
saying,
you
like-
suck some titties while she.
But how long?
Man, oh,
Bro,
man.
I don't know this.
Y'all might as well fuck. What is y'all doing?
It ain't always, bro.
That's foreplay.
That's
You don't
foreplay.
understand.
Just getting that alone by itself.
Wait, Okay,
Bro,
you want to know the whole layout.
but you hear what he's saying though. He's
I ain't
just,
gonna lie. There's been times where that's all I got, and I was okay for the night.
bro. He said he kissing her and sucking her titties. But y'all might as well fuck, bro. That's
treatment though.
Okay,
It ain't even got
There's a lot of better
Can you
things.
get a scenario or something?
I heard all I need to hear is that ain't no
shit
ain't
wild.
no talk before, so that means that's a routine. That's all I need to hear.
You ain't gotta be. Ain't nothing gotta be said.
Because that means y'all established a routine already. Like,
Sit
that's
back
not
and
good.
relax.
man. I've been working with a stress ball today.
Well, I know I ain't got to use my mouth. I ain't dealing with that.
Babe, my man don't even care if I suck his dick. My man don't even care.
Man, you're a king, okay? You're a king.
I got a little quick scenario.
Saying polish the throne.
Have y'all ever been stood up, or what you think it feel like to be stood up?
Can I go first? I want to go
And I'm
first.
saying, because I have used to.
I want to go first.
Like sitting at the. Okay, go ahead. Tell your story.
Stood up, bro.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this, but here in my recent years, man, I'm the not recent years like that, but I'm saying like as I got older, like
Okay.
I'm the king of stand up, man. Like golly, boy, like I be standing them up, and I ain't forget, like I just dry ass or
Switch
make
the whole
blink.
question, didn't he?
Cause you said
Have you ever?
Have you ever been stood
He's about to
up?
do
said
it.
yeah, I was getting
He's about to
sued.
get
Of course
down. Y'all
we
gotta let
stood.
him work,
We're
bro.
men. We
Y'all
all
not,
stood somebody
y'all
up.
not let him preach today. I don't like
We're
that.
trying to bring in karma.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't know how y'all not let Eric preach today. I really don't like that.
Man, you just, okay.
But
He not
you know,
answering the question directly, though.
But I'm
Y'all
getting
gotta let him
there.
get there.
But anyway, let me, I guess, forget that part. Yes, I've been stood up before. There's been situations to where I've been stood up. You know what I mean? And it I guess it don't feel good in the moment, I guess. But then at the same time, it's really not that bad at the same time. You know, you really don't. Like, getting stood up, I feel like it's like one of those things to where, like, I don't know, me personally, you should already have a backup, low key. Like,
Yeah.
you always gotta have like a backup, regardless if this don't fall through, shit. It ain't even gotta be like a sexual thing. Like, all right, well, shit, if this don't fall through, shit, I'm just gonna pull up and go kick it with DJ. You know what I'm saying? If this don't fall through, fucking, I'm finna just go to 7. You know what I mean? Or, you know, you gotta always have a backup.
That's true.
If you, you know, get stood up, but
Yeah.
I don't think. Like I said, I don't think it should affect you like that to the max. Like, you should like take it to heart. Like, oh man.
I mean, okay. I was with you. You said like in the beginning, yes, I think you should take it to heart, depending on if there wasn't an explanation. If she flat out just ghosted you, not necessarily take it to heart where it fuck up your day, but you like, damn, that was fucked up.
It might fuck your day up depending on the time.
Depending and depending on who it is.
But anything can happen though. Anything can happen.
No, I'm saying like if you didn't get no explanation, like that you told you, hey, I can't.
Oh,
do this.
she like hit you up the next day like everything else was normal.
Yeah, that type shit.
Oh yeah, no.
We got a
I'm
problem.
like,
with
because I've had that happen to me before, and this, you know, before and I remember because it was hot that day, and I walked to the movies.
God.
I walked to them, and I remember it being hot. You know, before I had a car, or whatever. So,
That nigga was stinky.
and like, and I was so mad, bro, cause like I bought both tickets for. And,
Oh shit.
and I hit this motherfucker like 2 or 3 days.
That nigga was standing in front of that hoe. You want to go see a movie?
About the food, popcorn and shit.
Nah, I ain't do that part. I just had to.
$10.
But I ain't gonna lie, I took that. I did take that to heart.
So she was a no call, no show, or she gave you an excuse?
No call, no show, bro. Then they tried a couple days, tried to hit me up. I didn't even text back. I said, no, we're not doing that.
That's actually a blessing in disguise, cause like it happened to me one time, and I was low key like a little relieved.
Because you was nervous, or how?
No, I wasn't nervous, but like
You didn't really want to go?
I paid that too. I didn't want to go because
Why'd
before it, I had fucking ran out of gas.
Damn.
So this how it.
What?
That's
took a turn
we
for
gonna
the
we gonna segue into that after you finish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I had ran out of gas, so it was a slight inconvenience. It wasn't nothing because the gas was like right there. So I was like, 1 second, and like I guess you saw that as a way to like to cop out.
That you ran out of gas?
Yes, she was like, okay, like, I'm just gonna not show up and act like
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But
I
I
can
low key
see
was
that, though.
happy
I can
because
see that,
like
though.
it was cheap as fuck. And like I could be in my own vibe. Like I had my
I can see that,
headphones
though.
in, I was getting lit. Like it was
My
Okay,
my
I
little
respect
segue
that.
into that, like, why do us men? Why do we? I feel like, yeah, I may not agree, but I do have heard this from a lot of women that this is a thing that men do.
okay.
Why do we plan or accept dates to go on a female if we know we ain't got the money? if we know we broke, if we know
It's a
our funds.
pride thing at times. I think
Yeah, it is
we
definitely
feel
a pride
like
thing.
maybe it's just gonna work out for us.
Because you're trying to fuck.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
that too.
It's just like
But y'all don't. But it never works though.
But I've gotten better at that. I don't
Does
hear
that
no
shit
more.
work though? Does it
Let me run
work?
this
no
by
more.
you though. Let me run this by you. Oh, we can't go this week because I don't get paid till next week. Like you automatically like, come on. Most women will be like, oh yeah, fuck this nigga. Like,
Yeah.
especially if she bad, I can just go get a nigga with
Low-key.
money. Like,
Low key, that would be a test though.
But what do you do when y'all get out and she be like, you know what I mean, like ordering this, ordering that, then what?
Well, nigga, you gotta,
Like,
you
how do you
gotta
want then?
control yourself. You gotta set a budget like for yourself.
But that's what I'm saying. How do you do that? How do you keep it P and do that?
what
So
you gotta
explain
take
to me.
What depends on where you take her to.
Yeah, you know how
A
much,
restaurant. We go to a restaurant.
you know
What?
how much money you got, so you pretty much need to plan
You
in
can't
with
be
your
stupid.
budget.
You go to
Like,
Chili's. I mean,
You go to Chili's and you on a
Two for
$60 budget.
Oh, I can
2
we
for
can-
20,
we
nigga.
can-
What the fuck
two
you
for
just
20. We
saying?
can get drunk
You
in the
automatically
middle.
good.
She
It's
start
25, but y'all
hitting you with
good.
the drinks though.
I'm saying,
She want to start getting drinks and
Big
shit.
Sprite,
After
Sprite,
the, after the
Sprite.
second drink, you call for the
That's
check.
just rude,
Like, yeah,
though.
we finna go. do
Water,
something else
Joe.
I'm getting
together.
And then when she's
Yeah,
like,
water.
she bad. She like, nah, I want one more drink.
I'm not gonna lie.
You can
that-
pay for it.
That's
I'm
a
going-
good. That's a
You
My
in the
kid-
jam. That's what I'm saying.
My
You in the
kids
jam.
always my cop out. Oh, I gotta go get my kids.
Boy,
Hey, shit, your kids might have I don't get DJ
shouldn't have
kids.
said, you surely shouldn't have said that shit live. First of all,
My kids over here, I can't.
I'm gonna start you. I'm saying yeah.
Now, most of the time, I do have my kids though. Like, nah.
I have used it.
But I don't know. I
DJ
feel like, to
terrible.
me personally, I feel
sorry,
like,
Gray.
I don't know. You should find some way, like, if she, even though most of the time it is gonna be like a turn off or make her, I guess, or not want to
Caked
fuck
up
with you.
ass nigga.
But I feel like keeping it real though, it'll keep you still out that jam because I feel like being in that situations is inevitable. If you go out on a date with a female, something gonna happen. It's gonna play out to where, because y'all know what I always do. It's
Yeah,
gonna
for
play out to where you gonna end up spending more money than what you thought or more money
course.
than what you expected. You know, then it's
My
just
thing
like,
is, I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to cut you out. I thought you were done. I
no, go ahead.
apologize.
Boo.
I don't like taking girls on certain dates with certain activities because, like, okay, say like a Dave and Buster's or something of that nature, main event. For one, them hoes don't be good at the games, and I
That's
just spent
funny, though.
$75.
That's weak.
No,
What the fuck?
I want
nigga?
you to be listen. Maybe I'm a little.
That dick ain't been hard. That
About
nigga
to
said,
say-
them hoes don't be good at the game.
I be feeling good.
I think
Like,
but like, and they only play like 3 or 4. Well, maybe this is my experience.
I don't trip on
That's
that.
your female. I don't
They might
mind
play
that.
like 3 or 4 games, and then like,
Nah.
yeah, you can play what you want. Well, but I should have paid $75 to pay what I want, bitch.
$75 a day in Bustle.
Like, I think,
you
like,
know that shit ain't
you gotta get the like
Yeah,
the whole,
fun.
You know that shit ain't cheap.
the food, the games, the nigga with a little pool on the side. Man,
See, you got to be smart about it. You got to play
I
a
think if
few
we gonna
games.
do the whole shit.
You got to play a few games, go eat, and then be like, you trying to play some more, and then you take it to the crib, try to play some more.
Brian ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't wrong though.
He not
He
wrong.
right.
They got sleep some nigga that nigga like
You wanna make sure the food is like the number one thing.
Yeah.
If you feed her like you have
Brian
lunch
right though.
already.
You do come in out the real playing the
You know what
game.
I'm saying? If you
Phone.
have a little fun after the
Yeah.
food, it's
Basketball.
alright.
gotta work up appetite.
Because you got to
Yeah.
talk to him and shit. That's how you talk to him, get to know him. You know what I'm
You
saying?
get mad. I'm good when I get.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the type of nigga too though, just to keep it cheaper. And to me, you know what I'm saying, Dave and Buster's, a place like that, food not that good. If I'm hungry going to that place, I'm gonna eat low key before.
Facts.
Like we can grab a little something before, baby.
Then you get a
Go
little
play.
appetizer.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then if need be, if we still hungry afterward,
fried pickles.
we can go after. You know what I'm saying? Get something else to eat. Like it's just a fried pickle. You know, but it's just like I don't know.
Hey, what's
I
more?
feel like overall, all in all, to wrap it up, I feel like me personally, you just shouldn't go on a date as a man if you just ain't got the funds. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she don't want to fuck with you no more after that, bro, take your L. You know what I mean, and move around. But you have to let her know off the rip, like hey, my money ain't looking right now. I want to, when I do this, I want to make sure everything's straight. And if she can't respect that, if she can't understand
It
it,
sucks.
that's already letting you know right there off the rip. And like I said, it sucked. But I mean,
Netflix
that's
and
better
chill.
than to going out being low key
You can go buy
ass
Uno.
out in public.
Exactly.
Cause
If you
she
can't
gon'
reschedule,
she
don't
gon'
fuck
clown
with you
your
no
ass, and then you for sure lost her. Then you know what I mean. If y'all get out in public and you can't pay for some shit, cause she got it. So it's just like you lost her for sure. Then
If she not willing,
you finna end up in the group chat.
if she not willing to kick it with you or hang out with you within your means, then she not for you anyway.
Exactly.
And that's another point. Exactly.
That's what I was just gonna say.
If
that.
she gonna force you, knowing that you not in a particular situation to
That's
just
why-
be out doing a wild shit, if she gonna force you to take her somewhere and spend all this money on her, then she not for you.
I
anyway.
let every
Yes.
girl know like this. This. Because I've had.
Right, Lyndon.
I say maybe 2 girls like in closing for me two girls kind of like pressed my pockets, and I told her, I said, no, I'm not doing it, like, because I can't. And like,
Just put some melatonin in her.
one of
Advance. I mean,
I don't support none of that.
yeah,
I just play
That just fucked my whole
melatonin, bro. I ain't
Gotta
saying
go to
about
next week. Goddamn it.
We're gonna start
Come
censoring.
on, fool. Get the
I don't even know who he is anymore. Cecil.
Nah, it's like,
No, I'm sure.
Remember my soul.
let's go to the topics.
Snap that.
Sorry, we all got cheating all day.
Beyonce dropped her highly anticipated album today.
Yesterday.
She dropped it today.
It came out last night. It did come out last night though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga
11
came
p.m.
at 5.
I was listening to it at 11, but
I did too,
It was
but
pretty amazing.
But
Sometimes-
technically,
Sometimes it's 12 over in others, you know.
time zones.
Yeah, but hey,
Boy.
did it live up to the hype or what are some of y'all standout
Well,
tracks?
I go first. You know,
I go first.
me and Wes were supposed to have a conversation about this, you know, beforehand, but you know, we didn't get a chance to. In my honest opinion,
You didn't have to repeat it. You did not have to repeat
That
it.
nigga said for the people in the back, honest opinions.
That nigga wanted to say that shit. You wild, bro.
This nigga wanted to go first so bad.
Nigga.
Wow.
I go first.
Nigga been waiting to say penis all episode. Finally got the fucking chance.
Don't put that in me no more, bro.
Come on, fool.
What? Go ahead, Joe.
Come on, fool. Joe, just go with your statement,
You
bro.
gotta stop, bro.
Wrap it up. Come on.
All right, bro. I'm doing quick, man. Shit. This shit was hot, man. All right, fuck it. It was good. I didn't dislike it, but the hype, it was a little more than what the album gave to me. Like I said, high mid album. It wasn't bad. That actually was a lot of good tracks, but I felt like how it was hyped up, it did not live to the standards that everybody was putting it at. But I will say this was a good Beyonce album in close. High mid for me.
I had to listen to it again.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree because I feel
I
like
knew you would.
I feel like we already knew what this album was gonna be. So for if you knew what it was gonna be, it did live up to the hype that it was. Now, unlike other folks, but go ahead.
Boy.
Next people.
If you knew what the Drake album was,
We didn't know.
before I get my
I ain't
opinion,
gonna lie. I
I want
agree
to
with
say,
you.
okay, my only issue with Beyonce, because like her voice sounds amazing. Her voice sounds amazing.
But that's
The production is always amazing. But my only issue with her is her song structure. Like,
Thank you, Wes.
like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and R&B.
is her song structure is, you know, it sometimes throws me off, but at the same time it's kind of a listening experience all the way through. Like, you don't know what you gonna get. I gotta agree with Joe. Like,
Thank you, Wes.
I did like a nice portion. I have my ones like Church Girl. I did think was gonna be a standout track. It wasn't slow like I thought, but I thought Church Girl was good.
Plastic Off the Sofa was
Plastic
fire.
Off the Circle
I like that.
was good. I liked Heated. I liked
America's a
Thick.
Problem.
American Has a Problem. Period Honey.
Fire.
And Move Too.
That's the whole album. No,
That's what I didn't like. What I didn't like was the first five.
the first one went hard though.
No.
I didn't like the
That
first
did
one.
go hard.
I didn't like the first one too much.
She said all them songs that y'all sang go
Respectively,
hard. I
Cozy
was
was
on them
ass.
hoes.
Respectively, Cozy was ass.
I just don't want to hear her saying dead ass. Like, which I feel like I don't know. Like, I don't want to hear her saying
Alien
stuff like
Superstar
that.
was ass.
I thought that was gonna be fire.
That was ass.
Alien
cheeks.
Superstar was kind of.
That was pure Megan.
That was kind of fire to me. I liked it. I
For real?
You said that was pure Megan.
Yeah, all ass. But
Okay, Joe, we can't do that.
I didn't like that.
I gave her a
Joe,
compliment.
Hove can stop us from doing anything.
Okay, let me go. I agree with DJ. I do feel like we kind of knew what this album was gonna be about. I do feel like, you know what I mean, for what we knew it was gonna be about, it did live up to what we thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean?
Sound-wise,
Like
for sure. Yeah.
I can't say if you expected anything else, you know what I mean, that's on you, and if you didn't get what you expected, you know what I mean, low key, that's on you, because I feel like we kind of knew what was going to be up, you know, and I think she did her thing on this.
I thought
one.
it was, no, it's not a bad album. Like I said, I think it's like probably at a.
So funny.
I'm not gonna judge it because I need my 3 listens.
Yeah,
So I got a
But you know what I'm
question.
saying.
Yeah,
But like I liked a majority of what I heard. Like,
So I got a question. I wanted everybody to go before I ask this question.
Beyonce is better.
No.
the Solange.
Do y'all feel like that this is her worst album?
It's
Yes.
up, it's up
Yes.
there. But the thing is,
it's okay.
I would say
it's,
yeah,
third
it's
worst.
okay.
it's not
like,
a bad thing that
we-
it's a bad album.
Like, let me stop because people like when you use words like you gotta like throw like context in it, like because the word worst, people hear that and they like freak out. Artists as great as Beyonce, their worst project is better than a lot of people's best.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
Facts.
for her standards, that's why we said the same thing.
We're comparing it to
Yeah,
all
we're
her
comparing
other
it to
shit. Her
what we
comparing it
look
to
at
what
it-
she's done.
look at it,
It's good, but obviously it's
Look
not.
at it like
could
in
be better,
basketball
yeah.
terms.
It's always-
Like,
Yeah.
if LeBron had 33, 35, 37, 38, they had a 20, like 26 game. Like, that's still good.
But
They
they
score
gonna say
26
that
points in the
bad,
game. That's
for
still
sure.
good.
That's
but-
your worst game, though.
Yeah,
You get what
yeah,
I'm saying?
but yeah, out
But
of
that's
the-
higher than a lot of other.
There you
niggas.
go. Yeah, exactly. So that's how I looked at it too.
But go ahead, say what you.
No, go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, I'll give Drake's album a little more credit because I see his influence on this album as well. So like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll give.
West is a real
I gotta
one.
disagree. I'm gonna tell you
West
why.
is a real
I'll
one.
only say that because, like, when I was doing a little like reading of the backstory of the album, they're working on these at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Drake was
And I saw
writing.
that.
Drake was writing on this too.
No,
so,
okay.
Another thing Beyonce did that I like, and I'll let somebody else talk because I'm talking too much.
No,
But
you
like,
good, man.
she let a lot of people like work on it. Like Sid, I don't know if y'all know who Sid is. Yeah, Sid.
the internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sid worked on the album. Drake worked on the album. Boy Wonder worked on the album. So like she did what she was supposed to do. Like she delivered. I'll say she delivered.
I do have to disagree with what you on the tail end of what you said about the influence from Drake. I do feel like, not because it is Drake, I do feel like Drake just kind of laid out the carpet for this new wave of music. You said this a couple episodes back, that something I do agree with. You said that this is kind of a new wave of feel good music that I feel like they're trying to be on, because we got that from Kendrick, which we always do, but we got that from Kendrick.
Black Panther.
No, I'm talking about more recent projects though. You know, we got that from Drake, and then I feel like with Beyonce dropping a project like this, that just solidifies it. That, you know, I feel like the greats, the tops, are trying to give you a new wave, a new type of music, and you know, and it's not bad. It's not.
Yeah, it's not bad at
It's
all.
not that it's bad. It's just that it's different. And we gotta also remember we are getting into the future, which is becoming the present. But it's just
Can I
like,
say one thing as well? Oh, you wouldn't do
That was heavy. What you just
That
said.
was
yeah,
heavy.
Yeah,
That was
I did want to
so
actually
much.
I
piggyback
do
off of
apologize.
that though. Like, you know, I wasn't. I mean, even though only thing that I was saying about Drake is that we couldn't put him in the top rap thing. With the album, you know, people gonna judge it how they gonna judge it. But I do like that how people are like we can't really discredit these albums when we got, like, matter of fact, just to make a left turn, because we don't have these in the topics. All these young rappers are dying that are talking about killing, talking about robbing and stealing and stuff like that. So we can't. I feel like we shouldn't discredit the artists that are trying to bring out feel good music, or bring out mental health and get some help and stuff like that. We need to try to kind of. I think once somebody said that, like, we need to stray away from like the you know what I'm saying, these young artists coming in the game talking about killing folks and all this stuff.
hell, how we gonna do that?
Somebody actually,
That was me
you
when
know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
arguing me
The
down.
last thing I want to say as far as the Drake album and the Beyonce album, I want to say this album low key, like I think what you did just say that too, helped Drake album as well.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, it was kind of in the same genre. So like when you listen to
really
it,
did
like,
for
okay,
me, yeah.
Drake album wasn't as bad because that's the new, like Eric just said, like that's kind of the new wave. So like I said, we didn't know going in that would be the new wave. So that's why we kind of took Drake album like
Everything has it's a tempo and a cadence. Like when Migos started doing the triplets, everybody started doing the triplets. You know what I'm saying? Like this new cadence and wave, like Drake said, people are gonna have to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not necessarily saying like I like it,
but we get it.
but I get it. There you go. I get it, and I'm not gonna knock it because it's positive.
And you know what's funny? I wouldn't be surprised if the Pimp a Butterfly surface back up type shit.
That shit is ahead of its
Just 'cause
time,
it
bro.
was ahead, you know what I'm saying? Real
I
talk. fool.
really, bro, that shit really is ahead of its
talk.
time, bro.
Dude,
Like,
one statement I want to make, and it's also a statement type question. When do y'all feel like, or who is gonna be the next person to put out their best album? When is the last time we had a person just put out their best album?
it's gonna be Travis.
You think
Think
so?
so?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
I think.
I like that. Hold on, let him
It's
finish. bro.
either some
Yeah.
because we just got last year we had Moneybag. So
Yeah.
You know,
And you feel like that's
DMG.
gonna be his best project ever, though?
I think Travis
That's
is a
what I'm
good,
saying.
is a
Well,
good
well,
one.
well, so far,
that
Moneybag
really-
broke through with that
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
and you know CMG got a lot of artists.
Break
So
through
I
album.
feel
I
like
want to
he
say
But Travis is in a position where he had his whole album basically done.
Yeah, pretty
and
much
then
done.
He had to put it off because of the situation, and he had like 2 years to just work on the album. and
That's
perfect
exactly
it.
what I was about to
He
say.
probably added.
And
shit,
I bet he
taken
just
shit off.
plugged and played, fucking
Like,
remasters,
Mike
man.
Conrad.
The song, exactly, like, right, he was about to drop like some crazy
Utopia,
shit, and he
right?
had to push it back. So it's
You
gonna
know
sound new to us, but I mean,
It's,
it's
it's
Artists-
Utopia, isn't it?
also doing
Yeah,
this,
Utopia.
they
That's the
doing
perfect name.
They doing a double disc stuff now because ain't this part one?
yes, and that's part 3. That's part 3,
ain't
from what I
doing that
understand.
right now.
But yeah, you're right because Roddy did that too.
Yeah,
The double disc too.
Kendrick did double.
Yeah, Kendrick
disc.
did double disc.
Like I think they starting to
They
bring
calling
back
it
the-
Wait,
the
what's
deluxe.
part
They
three?
calling it
Damn.
deluxe.
This album, from what I
bringing
understand,
that
this
back?
is
Yeah, they starting to bring that back.
this is a part. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know why I heard part 3. I could be wrong, but this is like a series. From
I
what
kind of
understand.
fuck with it. What
Well,
I used
what's
to
the-
like most about the double disc were the remixes. Like I used to love on the double disc where it had the same that one hit song from the first
know
disc,
who had a
and then
cold-
everybody and their mama be on that. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
I know
So-
what you're talking about.
What are the 2 albums before this then that are in this?
They had double disc.
He's saying that
or-
there's-
Let me fact check
you just said
that.
it's a
'Cause
part 3. So what's part 1 and 2?
Oh,
no. I think he was saying.
let me fact check that. But I could have sworn I seen something. This
nah,
is a part of a
this
series.
is act 1 or something.
Act
like
1. I could have sworn I seen something like that.
Oh,
It was.
it's the beginning of it.
Yeah, it could be the beginning. I'm wrong.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
worded it
It was
wrong.
like, you
But
heard
I
that.
saw something about this is like part of a series. So
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised about that.
cover art's
something
fire as
she could
hell.
do,
Like
yeah.
I can't get over the cover art. Cover art is just
That could.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that is kind
stupid
of
fire,
clean.
bro.
I feel like it's a diss. Like she's trying to kind of like son Megan Thee Stallion because she knows she's at the top of her game. So she like,
fuck?
bitch, I'm still riding on you because I'm the queen bee. Like,
never-
that's
you
that's,
never
that's
know,
what I
man.
get.
I think I know what
never
you're
know.
what you're going off of though, Wes, because I remember seeing.
Like
I think
what?
she might have posted it on her Instagram or something, but there's like 3 versions of this.
Right. I
Where
could have
it's
sworn I seen
There's
that.
like this one, and then there's one where it's like a white horse and she's wearing
Oh,
all
the cover
red,
art.
and then
did
there's one
see
where it's a
that.
black horse and she's like wearing like all white or something like that.
Right.
Oh,
You're not
So
gonna-
there's like 3 different.
I don't want to
versions of it.
slide by what you just said because in that first song she said all these hot songs that y'all listening to that I'm on, but she was on. Megan
Yeah, but she
Stallion.
wasn't no slug because they already.
I don't think
collaborated.
she'll
You know
slow
what I'm
nigga, but
saying?
you ain't you on to something though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you
You might be
the
talking
horse
about some things.
Yeah.
and that hey, you
never
get one
know.
more,
'Cause she
you
riding
one
the
more
horse.
strike.
Hey,
You
I'm
out.
not mad at that
You never
take.
know.
That's a deep dive right there.
But you know you gotta
She got to come back and say
step
yeah.
on it one time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Just to
yeah.
let them know again, like you
Sometimes
know.
you do got to step on some necks.
No, you gotta step on. That's just part of the game.
That's
you
what
know?
I was saying last week. That cover art to me says like, all right, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, all that shit is over with. I'm back. So
Yeah.
Speaking of I'm back, Will Smith speaks out of
Nice.
about his slap
That was the best
At the
transition you
Oscar.
did in a while. I give
at
you
the
that.
Oscars. We want to show some clips and then we're gonna discuss.
shout out Will, man.
Nice. Shout
So
out.
basically, he took a little
was
3-month
nice.
hiatus, let stuff die down, and you know now he's that's what he said 3 months.
Yeah, it's been about 3 months.
Yeah, he did some like he didn't do like an interview, but he did like he answered questions that people I guess was sending in and they want to hear.
Real quick, that's how much shit go down in 3 months.
Quick.
Mm-hmm.
It feel like that shit was forever ago.
Monkeypox and shit. Ooh.
Starts off by saying it's been a minute. Over the last few months, I've been doing a lot of thinking and personal work. You asked a lot of fair questions that I wanted to take some time to answer. And then he basically goes right into it. I think the first question
What's
is,
about Abby's? Yeah, apologize.
why didn't you apologize to Chris?
Your acceptance speech. I was fogged out by that point.
I want to pause after each question.
It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
He goes on to also apologize to his mother, Chris's mother, and his brother as well.
Yeah.
Which he says that he thinks it's probably irreparable, the friendship between him and his family.
Yes.
But he's willing to talk to Chris whenever he's ready. So,
do you guys feel that? Well, two questions. First, do you guys feel that? How do you feel about the statement of him saying it was kind of like foggy in that exact moment?
I agree.
I understood that because I was
I
he was
understand that.
probably, adrenaline was probably pumping. Because in his mind, he was dead ass serious. Like,
Exactly.
You could see the expression on his face. Like, even, some people say his shit was fake, whatever, but like, that nigga was dead. Like, I'm coming slap the fuck out of him.
You got no choice but to think. Oh, my fault.
No. Well, I was gonna say, like, I kind of know, like, not necessarily how that feels, but like when you're like Brian just said, when your adrenaline is pumping and like you're physical or something happened, like it's kind of easy to not even think, if that makes sense. Like, easy to not think in those moments.
Makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
And then a person like somebody like Will or like me or Joe, you don't see us like go off on motherfuckers like that. So like
you don't,
you
good people.
holding a lot of shit in, and then it was like, I'm gonna just let it all out on this nigga.
that's my main thing with this whole situation is it's like everybody's crucifying this guy off of one mistake that he's made in his career where he just absolutely fucked up, when he's got 20 years worth of a history to like show you that what his real character is like.
But look at the times we living in, bro. Like that's the easy thing to do.
Well,
like everybody is so easy.
So fast.
But I do want to say this too, though. This not the first time, even though it wasn't on this stage, but this is not the first time Will has assaulted.
To Chris, right?
No, not even
No,
just Chris,
anybody
just
did.
in general.
Yeah,
He
generally.
has
He did
slapped
have-
a couple people.
He did have a couple
respectively.
situations.
Okay, I mean,
So,
yes.
It's not like out the realm of possibility. Like, yeah, he fucked up,
But
but
he's from Philly now.
One of those situations that someone was trying to kiss him. and he slapped him.
But it still wasn't as big of a story because one of the platform and two the person he smacked.
Exactly.
So
You know what I'm saying?
to my second question, do y'all feel like what he's done is irreparable to Chris Rock's family and him?
To certain extent, yes. Like, I couldn't, like, if I slapped you on live TV, like, we're not gonna be have the same relationship, like, cause that's like, how do you even not necessarily get over that, but how do you make that okay? Like, to the point where
I'm gonna agree to disagree.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
feel like you can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
It do take time, but you know what I'm saying? As an adult, a black person, in these times, bro, we have to, like, bro, you sit down and talk about that shit.
I respect that, but
You know what I'm
my
saying?
thing is,
You grown.
I'm not saying
You-
that I can't be
Matter of
cordial.
fact,
Yeah.
you a public figure,
Yeah.
so it would look even better on you. Not just, what I'm saying,
Yeah, as an
on
image,
your
yeah.
character, but just to do it in general, like, bro.
Yeah, but
Sit down
it
with
would
that
take
nigga.
Chris. It would take more for Chris to forgive him than
Yeah,
it is
definitely.
for Will to
Definitely.
apologize. You know what I'm saying?
And let's just
Like,
establish that the only person that matters in this situation as far as forgiveness is Chris.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
None of us, it doesn't matter if
we don't
any of
give
us forgive him. Like, this
I'm-
is towards Chris,
Would
and
it
that's
really
it.
be
I'm
groundbreaking?
moved on from the shit. Go ahead.
Really be groundbreaking if they did like the Kobe and Shaq things.
That would be,
yeah.
that would be fire.
Yeah, it would.
Like, what did Chris say? That shit didn't even hurt, dude.
Ooh.
Nah,
Nah, go ahead with
I
the video,
feel like
Alex.
that was-
Well, hold on.
No,
Before
I ain't gonna say
before
that.
we continue, I agree with Brian, but I think it's something that would take a while because it's like black people, we fight over the
Agreeing with
stupidest
Brian.
shit. Yeah.
Not playing.
'Cause he said over, after a while, I think they could be cool again. I don't know if it'll be
cordial.
I
like,
was about to be
I don't know if he can completely forget about the situation because obviously you can't. It's been like
Yeah.
on national TV.
Slap the shit.
People
But, I
don't
mean,
let you forget.
Yeah, but I'm like
Yeah, that's
niggas
really what it
squabble
is.
and fight, and then they be cool, and then after a while
They will forget, but in this era we live in, when people can easily pick up their phone and say some troll ass shit, like,
But what
it's probably gonna be hard.
we have to kind of gauge too. What was the relationship before this? Like, how close were they? 'Cause, like,
I wanted to dive into that.
But
that's why I said. That's
it's
why I wanted to
different.
keep on playing because he spoke on that a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, you want to keep that part?
Yeah. That's
Well, no, you can just go on to the next part. You don't have to.
Because basically he said that he thinks that Will's relationship with Chris's brother is like done. Like there's no way that they could fix that.
Because they was on that one TV show with Dwayne Martin.
Not my wife. All of us. I think it was all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did other little projects
They
together
produced
also.
that.
Yeah.
Him and Jada, if I'm not mistaken.
So the next part, he goes in to discuss the situation with Jada.
Eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. I'm gonna say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment.
Quest.
I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient.
Okay, so when the whole thing went down, I was like, there is no way that this was the first time Will has talked to Chris. Maybe it wasn't about something he said about Jada, but maybe he struck a nerve joking too much or playing too much, or maybe they've just fought as brothers a handful of times.
Something pissed him off.
That's what I'm saying. So when Chris was saying what he was saying, it hit differently to Will, because Will's looking like, bro, you know me. You know not to go there, though. You know that, like,
it kind of makes sense because it takes a lot to go slap a nigga.
So like,
it's like when you roasting a nigga that's your boy, but like you may take it too far and hit that spot where it's like, you shouldn't have said that.
I've done it with everybody here.
Yeah, we've all done that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've done that with everybody.
You know, the one button is like,
me.
you know that's gonna piss him off. You know what I'm saying? So I just could not help but think, like, what happened before this situation? Because I mean, she's been dealing with alopecia for a while. Like,
me too.
Joe.
Wow.
He going to that place.
But Will is saying that she didn't tell him to do anything. He's not saying that she isn't in some way like responsible for the way he was feeling that night, which could have went.
Do y'all feel like that's a true statement?
Yes.
Y'all feel like he didn't. But no, I'm saying y'all feel like she didn't say a word to him.
Yeah, bro. How many times? My fault. I didn't mean cut you off, bro. But how many times have you gotten mad about something just because you seen how passionate your girl was about it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
never.
You might have been like, you don't think it's a big deal, but when she come to you and she crying, she yelling, like, you see it's bothering her. Now you getting mad because, like, you can't help but embody that same energy.
Yeah.
So like maybe he was like, because like everybody says, if you watch it, he was laughing at first, and then she didn't have to say anything, but the fact that he like turned over and saw that she was pissed off, just kind of like just this nigga like.
That might be a marriage thing.
Yeah.
But there is such thing as energy transference. Like that's a real thing. Like,
there was allegations saying that he had already had a previous talk in the past to Chris Rock about that specific situation.
It is. They talked about the last. No, it might have been the Oscars, but it was another year where like Jada wasn't invited to the Oscars or something, and Chris made a joke about it, and they hashed it out about that. So like that's what I'm saying. This isn't the first incident. You know what I'm saying? And like when somebody Like, if you came to me, like, for instance, like, if you came to me and you were like, bro, this dude, like, stole, $100 from me, yada, 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 like, I'm going to get mad off the rip. Cause you my boy, you know what I'm saying? How dare you steal from my boy? Like, or if we go out and somebody fuck with Cecil, like, and Cecil come to me like, bro, I'm gonna get mad because, like, it's my job.
Me personally,
to protect you.
It's cool.
Nah.
He'll be fucked up before
No,
you.
if it happened to Cecil, I'm like, what did
I'ma kick
Cecil
him
do
in the head
wrong?
after he done.
That's my next question. I would say, what did Cecil do wrong?
That's your question.
I'm like,
Cecil
I'm not
do
gonna
wrong?
fight for
That's
Cecil.
why and that's why he'll be fucked up before y'all get there.
Nah, I'm just playing.
But it's like
Nah,
that,
but
though.
yeah, nah.
I can see how that happened, bro.
I don't think she told him to do anything, but I do think that she definitely has
She probably gave him
a
that
part
look.
to play in his current mental state, because he's not mentally
Put the cup down, Joe.
As far as
healthy.
everything else.
And she definitely plays a part in that. Yeah, she has to.
No, she plays a part in this as far as she knows she has some type of emotional control over him. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about the telescript part that I was saying?
I don't think. Okay,
Not really.
okay. We could. Actually, I do want to talk about that, bro. Just real briefly, because like sometimes when he was saying I'm sorry is not enough, sometimes it is enough, bro. Like you did it. If it happened again, I don't think you will make the same decision, bro. So like,
When you mean it, then yes.
yes, I'm saying, like, when you mean it and you really you put it out there, like, what else do we want for him to do?
Because sometimes, bro, the telescript thing, I was thinking, like, maybe he wrote this down.
These
and
are questions someone wrote him. So he's reading questions someone wrote him. And
Okay.
I
he's
think that he's reading the response off.
Nah.
He's saying that the apology is formulaic, which it is. But my issue is, how else can he say sorry though?
I think it's protection for him and what he can fuck up and say if he did it on his
I don't think.
I agree.
I don't think he's reading off anything, but he definitely thought about his. They definitely told him what these questions were, and he knows what the questions are, and he's responding to those questions, which
Exactly.
he's already thought of. I don't think he's reading off of anything. He's obviously reading the questions.
He's reading
because
the
you can
questions,
tell
but he's-
when he's reading.
yeah.
But when he's answering the questions, like on the last one, his eyes were closed for half of it. So I don't see how he was reading anything
Yeah.
necessarily. But
No, I definitely felt the sincerity in this.
yeah, it's definitely sincere.
Bro.
I
Like,
agree.
and
Moving
I'd
on,
rather, honestly, in closing, I would rather him do this than go on live television. You know what I'm saying? And then you
Yeah,
gotta
facts.
think, and you know what I'm saying? You got the lights and the pressure on you, like
That's why I was like, I'm glad he didn't do this with like somebody across from him,
Yeah.
asking him questions like.
I'm trying to grill
Exactly.
him about
Just,
everything.
Ooh.
just answer what you want to answer and how you want to answer.
That's it.
But there's one more part to this where he basically addresses his fans and the people that look up to him and whatnot. So we could do that one too, and then that's it.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down.
I resonate with
So
Yeah, for
it
sure.
it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
Which is hard to do.
Right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing, I know it was shocking, but I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
He gotta come out with like Pursuit of Happiness too. He gotta do some real emotional
Shout out, Will, man. You good, bro. Like, we
You think he could come out with like What happened after that? He fell back off.
Brother,
Had
black
to-
people
had
be
to go
angry,
back
bro.
to get selling those.
Well, that's a true
bin
story, so I
scandal.
don't know if you can play up.
In closing, we as black people, we deal with a lot of shit on a day-to-day basis, and on top of that, we got to deal with the current problems of the current world. Like,
Factual.
so, you know, sometimes this type of stuff happens. Like, my only issue is we let it boil over onto each other. You know what I'm saying? And not to get too deep, but we only 14% of the population, which is not that much.
Who?
Exactly.
And
Who is?
we blacks.
No.
And
that ain't true. That ain't true.
I've
That
looked
just-
that up.
That's just changed, bro. That was old numbers, bro.
17.
Like we not. That's the.
Well,
that's
what
the
we are
thing.
now?
We not minority no more.
Who is?
What are we?
Caucasians. Nah, I ain't gonna cap like I know the exact number, but I know for a fact like
I
the
just
minority
looked this
now. I was because I had to talk about that the other day. The minority now is
Alright,
Caucasian.
Finish this so we can go to the next topic.
Anyways, we got to do better. 13.4% of the United States. That ain't shit. So we
Oh, I
got to
was talking
protect
about
each
the
other.
world.
We got to continue to build, and we got to push positive habits. So go ahead, DJ. My fault.
Speaking of positive habits, which this is negative, Kanye and Kid Cudi are in a little beef. Cudi replaced Kanye as a headliner for Rolling Loud Miami this past weekend. To no surprise, Kanye fans were upset and threw water bottles at
You're not gonna do
Cudi.
that. First of all, that's not what happened.
Cudi
It was fans. They wasn't Kanye fans. We ain't gonna just say they was
Bro,
Kanye
come on,
Nah,
bro.
but they
They
were
were definitely
okay.
Kanye.
I
They
can't lie.
look. Listen.
Come on now, bro.
They
It was-
might not have.
it was
Go ahead,
fans in
Let DJ
general.
finish, and then we
Because
gonna-
they ain't even what to say. You can't say Kanye fans. You can't just automatically make them
Allegedly,
Kanye fans.
To no
Okay,
surprise,
allegedly.
Kanye fans were upset, threw water bottles at Cudi until
But
he
they were
left the
Kanye
stage. Kanye later appeared on Lil Durk's set and performed "Father Stretch My Hands,"
Durkio.
which
Wait.
Kid Cudi did vocals on that song.
Hey.
Wait. So,
Yes.
so Kanye
Yes.
said he wasn't gonna perform, but then
Yes.
showed up and performed it.
So
Yeah.
this is what happened, Lyndon. So Kanye was the headliner for Rolling Loud. Kanye dropped out of Rolling Loud. Kid Cudi said, "Oh, I can replace him." Replaces Kanye as the headliner.
Everybody's fine with it.
Everyone's fine with it, allegedly. When the show actually happens, fans, of course,
They wasn't
a lot
fine
of
with it until they
kids
beef. Till they start
trolling,
beefing.
started throwing stuff at Cudi, booing him, yada yada. So Cudi's like, if you gon' throw stuff at me, yada yada, I'm leaving. Somebody else, and he recorded this on Twitter. He threw a bottle when he said that hit him, and he left. Kanye then comes out with Little Durk and performs "Father Stretch My Hands," which has Kid Cudi on the chorus.
And you know what's so funny?
Yes.
This the kicker of it.
Yeah.
When Kid Cudi was performing, this was so fucked up about it. And this is gonna show you how media just paint pictures.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi had already said while he was on stage, he was like, "I'm bringing out a special guest." He's like, "I'm bringing out a special guest, and I'm gonna perform a song for y'all. I know everybody want to hear." This was before he got to going, and they start throwing the water bottles on him.
Okay.
Who's to say he wasn't
With
finna
Kanye.
make up with Kanye right there, seeing that Kanye backdoored and came out right then after with Dirt?
He wasn't.
Who's to say that Kid Cudi wasn't gonna stay on stage and perform? You know what I'm saying? Father Stretch My Hands
I'm gonna
with
say
him.
that.
We don't know that.
I say I'm the only reason I say that is because in a Pusha T interview, he asked Cudi man to man to forgive Kanye, and he said no. That's why they didn't shoot the video for the rock and roll song on his album.
Yeah, but we talking about this was 2 weeks ago. Well, last week. This was last week. You know what I mean?
I mean,
a
it
lot
was,
could have
okay,
changed
a
between.
lot
You
could
know
have
what I
happened in
mean?
the last month. You're right. You're right in that. But from with the way he talks about Cudi, he says Cudi is one of them grudge type niggas.
I feel like it's a stretch, but I feel like the fact that kind of Cudi was making, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the names? He was making, little hints that he was bringing out a special guest, and it was somebody everybody wanted to see. So I don't know. That's kind of my
Drake.
little, and it could have been Drake. You know what I mean? But it probably wouldn't.
hell
But he was saying he was gonna bring out a special guest, but
That's a stretch.
yeah, this was before the whole scenario.
He good.
But yeah, I mean, I just feel like as fans, y'all shouldn't do that. I don't care what situation it is. I don't care if y'all want to see whoever. I feel like if somebody's up there performing, respect them the same way you want them to respect you. So I'm really disappointed in the fans, regardless who was up there. I don't care. I don't really care about all that. I just feel like as somebody that that listens to music, you're there to listen to music. Mm-hmm. You knew, regardless of when you knew it, how you knew it, you knew he was gonna be there. Just be fucking respectful. If you don't like it, don't fucking cheer. I'd rather motherfucker not cheer than just do some goofy shit.
And truth be told, keeping it all the way G, keeping it all the way G. If you a Kanye fan, you will realize you a Cudi fan. You know what I'm saying?
Much.
You ain't no real Kanye fan if you ain't no Cudi fan.
I don't want to bring up the Travis.
Not the same level.
No, same level.
Yeah.
If there's no way you can be a Kanye fan, not a Cudi fan.
Exactly.
There's no way.
I don't want to bring up the Travis Scott shit again, but when people do shit like that, that's how shit starts. Like throwing out the bottles. Somebody gets hit in the head with a bottle, and the whole fucking brawl pause. That's a stupid shit like that. Is what I'm talking about.
Unless it's panties or flowers, you don't throw shit on stage.
It depends on what panties. But pussy stank is even worse.
In the back, to piggyback on what Joe said, like he's 100% correct. I don't care if it's 6ix9ine. I don't care if all the way to Jay-Z.
Don't go.
These people are not animals, bro. Like, respect these artists because I'm telling you, it takes a lot to entertain that many people.
Yep.
Like, we performed in front of, 50 to 100 people, and it's hard. I couldn't imagine them people looking at me like I'm a dumbass, throwing shit at me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an animal. Like, that shit would break my heart. That shit would honestly break my heart, bro. It's something I put my all into. And Kid Cudi did nothing to any of y'all. Like, he didn't disrespect y'all. Like, he didn't come out here like saying wild shit. He's coming out here to do his job.
And we all know how emotional Kid Cudi is at that too. You know what I mean?
So it's just like, bro, he just got clean.
Yep.
Facts, bro.
And y'all just gonna disrespect. That even like bring more gas to the fire.
No, it's really the nigga that like the last nigga where he was like, if you throw anything else, I'm leaving.
He wanted 15 minutes.
For you to feel so mighty and high and mighty of yourself to throw something and think that this nigga just is bluffing.
And the audacity of you to have a direct hit on his face though. Like how dare
for real.
And
then
you had to be close.
No, he was not close. This dude had like an arm.
Superb.
I don't know how he hit him.
He Tom Brady that hole in his face.
But he was pretty fucking far in the crowd. Like he really threw that. But
like on some water bottle challenge type shit.
But really, the nerve of him though, like, and like, you know what's funny? Because
like
you know what's funny? People are like watching this right now and being like, bro, these niggas lame, bro. Throw stuff at people. I'm like, y'all niggas is corny. Go to hell.
Yeah.
But like, imagine you on stage in front of 30,000 people and people throwing stuff at you.
Yeah, that is probably
bro, you
demoralizing.
Fucking crazy. That's some sick shit.
That really is, bro. For real. Respectively.
And like Eric said, I was gonna say that too when I started talking. But if you a Kanye fan, you a Cudi fan. Nobody deserves that.
No, I'm saying like if you just disrespecting the crowd and
that's different.
Saying this and that, get up there saying crazy wild shit,
like, blatantly disrespecting the crowd, or
if you come out, bro, and
doing some
doing your
shit.
job. He had like I know what y'all was expecting, but shit, I'm here, motherfucker. Like,
and niggas knew he was gonna be the headliner.
Exactly. So why even? But I mean, I'm a little under the under. So
that's why I do slightly believe
that he said some real shit.
I do slightly believe that the situation probably sparked up out of Kanye fans. Although it was probably like
trolls.
It was probably like a crowd thing. Yeah. Like I bet it was probably Kanye fans that probably knew he was there or whatever that were like probably like, man, fuck this, like I want Kanye or whatever. I could see that because of the beef.
Yeah, but and another thing it's fucking kids, bro.
Of course.
Like we always forget. It's hard to believe, but there is a gap between us and another generation. We were the tail end of the last of a dying breed. Like we are the last of a dying breed. These new kids, they don't know Cudi, Wayne.
They're fucking savages.
Drake, they don't really know them like that. Like we know them. Kendrick, they don't know them.
The shit these niggas done got us through.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand what Cudi has done for music in our generation. Like they don't get that. So, and on top of that, kids nowadays are just rowdy as fuck. Like they just loose cannons. But in closing, we started to happen to you, Cudi. Like you don't deserve that shit, and like I hate to be funny right now, but that was a hell of a power play by Kanye though.
Yeah, it was.
It was though. I wish it wasn't no bottles thrown, but that was a hell of a move.
I would really respect Kanye if he was to come out and say, guys, me and this guy maybe not saying eye to eye, but don't ever disrespect these artists up here. If he would have did that, his shit.
But you gotta think about it too from a celebrity aspect. He probably didn't know that shit happened. You know what I mean?
He probably-
Especially.
Oh, he
probably
knew.
was on a
His
plane.
team.
Nah, especially.
His team told him. Come on now.
Nah,
He got $1 billion. He
nah,
was
bro.
gone by that.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't know, but he probably didn't know about that fool. Like he in his own zone. He finna get up there perform
If we have a
also.
Billy
I
after
ain't
we
gonna lie to you,
perform, we are on
You
a
telling me
jet.
I'm
our
outta
team
there,
not
bro.
gonna say
I got shit to do.
what happened when we beat
No,
for
Joe,
Me and
because
Linda
nobody
get off
cares.
stage. We as a conglomerate have a Billy. Me and Linda get off stage. We are flying to Dubai. By the time Lil Durk get off stage, we're in Dubai, nigga, with that much money. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, I don't think he knew at the time. He probably found out recently. Not recently, but
Fuck
you know what I
ASAP
mean?
Ferg, we gone. No, I'm playing. No,
Take it.
I just needed a name to be
that
funny.
way.
Shout out ASAP Ferg. I fuck with him. Actually.
Speaking of being funny, pastors gone wild. We have two
I don't like that.
pastors this week that have been tripping. The first one, the first pastor was slapping butts in the altar.
Them was asses.
Blessing.
Taking ties.
I don't really see how that ties into the Bible.
Bitch.
But in the video, you can see him smacking ladies' butts. Like they all in the line, like 6 or 7 of them.
Got no church dresses.
Hallelujah.
No, I need to know this. I need to know this, bro. What was like? What was the sermon though? Before I judge,
I know
what was
what
the sermon? Like,
He
what was
said,
you trying to
preacher.
convey?
First of
The
all,
message.
ain't nothing in the Bible talking about slapping.
No, they do.
ass.
I'ma
Now,
let
they
you
do talk
know
about-
I got a punch on your ass. It feels something like this. It feels something like that.
Hold on. Hallelujah. Throw your back. God would have threw his back into. Whoa. What am I saying? No, I'm serious though.
Protect your back,
bro.
Oh my soul.
Protect your back,
Now they
bro.
do mention ass a lot in the Bible, which donkey. So maybe he was using like donkey ass.
That's why you don't.
Bro,
get a lot
no,
of
he
business.
was literally going into detail about like how you supposed to smack it. Like I just want to know what the sermon was like.
Maybe he was saying like God created this ass to be smacked. So therefore, we have to not
You-
disrespect.
you-
No, listen.
you're
No, let me
going-
finish. Let me finish.
Let him go, let him go.
Let me finish. So we have to
All right.
we have to not disrespect God's creation of this ass by these half-ass slaps that we be giving sometimes. So we need to be giving these full-handed slaps on these asses.
You can't be half-assed in the ass.
Yeah, because the devil would have did some half-ass shit like
Joe-
that. Not us guys.
JOHVAN, you hard
DJ,
locked.
you didn't say it.
Is going to hell.
What in
That
hell do
shit
you
was
want
crazy.
when God has all you need.
Bro,
DJ.
Trying to get sued.
what in the hell do you want when
When
God
God
has all
all
you
that
need?
you
Yeah, we
need.
getting sued by Ricky Rudy Rush, whatever his name was.
He going to prison too. Allegedly.
Oh, Ricky Rush is?
Rudy?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's not Rudy Rush.
He was in a
Allegedly,
rush.
allegedly, what's it called? Sexual.
Sexual assault?
Assault.
Oh, yeah.
Assault
The
notes.
usual. But no, but you know
Getting
what?
sick of that bullshit, bro.
But disclaimer, real quick. No joke. We not joking on the church. Like it overall. Overall, we know everything, and obviously there's a lot of pastors and churches out there that are good. I personally, if I was to go back to church, I'd go to one of them small old school churches where I know it's gonna be like strictly about the word.
I feel
Yeah,
but it's
man.
like
it's always some shit.
But I'm not gonna lie, fool. When I see my pastor pull up in a Bentley, like I cannot sit here and listen to you lie to me, bro. Like I just can't. Like I can't. And when I'm sitting there and I'm looking on and I'm seeing stuff like this, like you literally up here spanking ass, like on the sermon.
It's like a Boondocks episode.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Shit,
Or
bro.
like
Then he had them all. He had them all lined up like.
we had them lined. You know how the video ended?
No.
It's on.
one thing
It's
I
on
do
IG.
want to
I
say.
sent it to you on Instagram, but I
I'm
don't
looking
know
at
if
it
you
One thing I do want to say though is we have to also find the good and the bad. Also, when it comes to stuff like this,
Always.
we can't let things like this cloud our judgment in church if that's what you believe in, or in God. Let that distract us or let that take away from His word, or you know what I mean, His meaning. You're gonna always have people that use His name in vain or play with His name and do all this stuff, you know. And these are tricks that the devil gonna put out there and do to distract you or have you thinking like, oh no, that ain't real, that ain't right.
The fact that he has it lowered in there.
But it's just like you have to don't cast away the church or the whole concept of it if you want to know about it or if you do believe in it just because you see stuff like this, because that's what these people are here for. You know what I mean, to distract
100%,
people, to
bro.
just, you know what I mean, to stray you from thinking of what's real and what's what is.
100% what Eric said. That's why I say always remember everything ain't everything. So even though we're talking about this small sample size, but overall, church is really meant for
I just want to know what. Okay, this week. Okay, the video right here.
This can't be real.
Come on, turn the volume all the way up.
Wait, where are they at? It says smart and sexy.
They do say smart and sexy.
Oh yeah.
Church?
This ain't no church. It probably ain't even no church.
Nigga, hey, that's a sanctuary.
West.
All right.
Sanctuary, obviously.
I'll spank
Y'all do it with me.
Damn, it's,
That thing
Like
clapping.
this, right?
why are you doing that?
Look at the form.
God's name.
That's good
All right,
form.
Dennis, do that.
Bro, he's scraping
He
up.
really groping these women. This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
All right, bro. Like, turn it off.
Apparently they
I'm over it.
You talking out to the.
It looks like they volunteered this.
I don't like it.
And like DJ said earlier, DJ said, how are they sitting there watching him do this, bro?
Now you see, I asked, right? So that's the fun thing about it. Just because you want to go harder, doesn't mean they want it. So you have to start slow.
Yeah, he said start slow.
What is he talking about? There's no way this is church.
Nah, this ain't no church.
This isn't a basket. This can't be a basket.
He just
Now,
got
what
to
I
see
asked
them.
was, I asked right here, do I have her?
Look, it literally says smart and sexy, triple exotic. That's gotta be some sort of porn convention, dude. It says,
Yeah, there's something-
it
yeah.
says exotic in
We've
the
been
back.
bamboozled.
What church you ever seen with triple X? Yeah, exotic.
They all married and they
I don't
just
know.
doing some.
I don't know what these niggas just
Ah, yeah, I don't know what.
Y'all wild, bro.
Hey,
Oh my
That's
god.
not
There's
good.
no way that's a pass.
Yeah, that's nowhere.
I gotta try that form though, cause
That's gotta be some sort of like porn convention or something.
I'm glad that was.
I never tried that form.
That's not good.
Okay, what about the pastor that got robbed for all his jewelry?
Damn.
I did see that clip, but
Yeah, I saw that clip,
I don't
too.
know where that's at. Though. I don't know where it's, that
So-
was a couple days ago, so I don't know where that's
So apparently, okay, so he was preaching a sermon and he was on live, and masked men came in and robbed him and his wife for $400,000 worth of jewelry, and they said they ended up getting like
In the house?
no in the church.
In the church, why you?
They ended up getting like $1 million worth of jewelry from robbing them and the people in the crowd.
Damn, it was during a certain like.
They're in the middle of the sermon. They came.
First of all, $400,000 worth. How you got that much jewelry
They
on?
ain't gotta
Thank
pay
you.
no taxes.
That's the first question you should have asked. If I'm listening to you talk to me and I know you have $400,000 worth of anything, I'm not listening no more.
Yeah.
Because how are you obtaining that?
And they don't pay taxes.
true.
Well, I think churches don't pay
Yeah,
taxes. I
churches
don't
don't
know,
pay
I
taxes.
don't know about the pastors.
You
but-
get
Bro, that money untaxed too, bro. That shit coming straight out the tithes, bro. Come on, bro. I'm not finna listen to you talk to me and I know that your house got 3 stories. No way.
Yeah.
That reminds me of remember when they had that flood and
And Joel Osteen,
and he was like, nope,
He said nope.
don't come in here.
That nigga did.
They had a whole mega church just locked up, just everything pristine, good to go. Nope, we not
I
letting
don't
people
even be
in.
remembering that, but that shit.
I don't forget.
I remember
That's
that.
my
remember that,
issue.
like,
I
I
remember
don't
that shit.
forget, bro.
Who came to church that night, like when
I just
everything got
don't
back
like
right?
thinking
Like,
about it, I
who
think.
came to church and was like,
Imagine,
no, there's nobody.
imagine
you're
your
an idiot.
imagine your house just washed away,
Joe Osteen is an idiot.
and
Bro, they went in there
You go up to the
after that.
church,
I'm
and the
telling you.
church say
they're
no, we're
idiots.
not opening the door.
That's why I don't respect none of that. And that's why. That's why I don't respect like
Okay.
religion no more, bro. Like,
See, but that's why I said like you can't put it on religion
You
as a
can't put it
whole
on religion.
because you know what I'm saying these are
It shit
these
is
are quote unquote
Eric's right.
representative,
Eric's
bro.
right.
You know what I
okay,
mean?
the
Like,
representatives
It's
of that.
the devil in
You're right, the
disguise,
and they,
bro.
you know what I mean? It's the
Yeah.
representatives, and they not supposed to be the right representatives.
There
They
you
just
go.
labeling.
Yeah,
They, you know what I'm saying? They not even. You're not even
Cause
qualified.
it's
Leading
think
the
about it, bro.
blind.
Like that's what I was saying about the small churches. Them small. I'm talking about the raw churches, bro. With the Baptist pastors, bro. They don't
With the
get
building
the
fund.
all that, bro. They don't get
See,
the
but
same.
then it's the same thing,
shit
too.
As Joel Osteen, bro.
I do also feel like too. We gotta also stop taking so much what's the word? Energy and attention to what the pastor's driving or what he dressing or what he wearing,
that too.
because at the same time too, I feel like society make it also like, okay, well, I'm not finna believe a pastor or look into a pastor if he ain't driving a Honda with a hole in his suit. You know what I mean? Like, just because I'm a pastor, or just because I'm a preacher, like, I shouldn't have to have the lesser things in life. Like, I should still be able.
How he obtains
you
that
get what
money.
I'm saying? Like, I should be able to have a nice car. Like, if I pull up in a Bentley, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I decided to buy.
But tell me I'm paying that off.
But that's what I'm saying. But who's to say that's not coming from me?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know I'm not getting that? You know, like,
400,000. You just preaching the word.
I'm not his situation, but I'm saying
if he's just preaching and he got
now if I'm just preaching, that's different.
Crazy.
That's different. You
for
know,
all we know he could have a whole job.
A job.
But the reason why
It's a lot of
the reason why that's a stigma in today's society is because there has been a lot of people getting caught doing it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of hard to not think like that because you've seen multiple preachers
be on that,
pastors be on that. So it's kind of hard when you see a Bentley
on top of black people always also naturally being fucking pocket watchers. You know what I'm saying? That black people naturally always want to, you know what I mean, want to know where the black man at, what the black man got doing, where, you know what I'm saying, how he's shining, what he, that's us. That's us.
No, I ain't gonna say that right now.
You know what I mean? That's us. That's just naturally something we do to each other. So it's just like, because I guarantee you, like, truth be told, not even trying to be racist, but it's like, you go white preachers and you go out there, they don't give a damn what they preacher driving. They don't give a damn what type of house they got.
The same car.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But we only mad at that our preacher got that because we ain't got it.
That's not why we mad.
I don't know if y'all want to go that deep.
I don't go that deep.
But that's what I'm saying. It's all okay if being our pastor all living in the same type of neighborhood.
DJ,
you get what I'm saying? If we all drive the same type of car, you know what I mean? That's cool.
Video
I don't want to go that deep into
on the topic.
it. But I'm gonna say after the pod though. Don't let me forget.
The Kevin Hart video that he did with Channing Frye.
Oh yeah, the one we were talking about.
Fry?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Black people pocket watch because of slavery.
Oh, we talking about the
Better.
What you talking about?
When he was with
life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the
but
No.
The nudist colony.
Before it was like.
I know what you're
that.
talking about, Brian.
You know
the one we just seen like today or
He
yesterday.
was saying like something like, why is it only black people can't get ahead of like pretty much pocket watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like nigga,
a
nigga always want to be the head or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like a nigga can't, like, black people. It's hard for black people to successfully watch another black person succeed type shit. Like a black person is like always a nigga always feel some type of way about seeing another nigga doing better than him. You get what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Lenny.
It's rooted in slavery, just like everything else.
I didn't want to go that deep.
I was
I
about to say
didn't
that.
want to go. Let's not do that. Let's not do that right now.
No, we need to.
That's why I said I don't know if y'all want to go that far.
I feel like we can.
No.
At the end of the day,
I don't want to tie it into religion on the podcast. I don't.
We have to do
No,
that.
we're done. We're off religion now. We're not talking about
like I
religion.
said, at the end of the day, it comes down
just
to
about to say that.
it's all like most things. It's rooted in slavery because back in the day, it was wild for you to sit in the fields and then watch another nigga get treated a certain way, especially like a house nigga or something like that.
And even deeper than that, they were actually pitted against each other. Like,
exactly.
like
Everything was
But
compared against each other.
To play devil's advocate, bro, it's just like, how long are we gonna keep using that as excuse? How long is that a valid? How long is that? But I'm saying,
wait.
It's not an excuse.
But I'm saying,
it's not an excuse.
Okay, but change the word excuse.
No,
how long is that a valid reason for how many? Can someone give me a number?
What Kevin Hart was trying
you get what I mean?
Like, we need to be our generation, especially like, cause since how you were saying we that last generation. You know what I'm saying? But we need to be the ones to change that shit. Like
we are the ones.
That's what I'm saying.
We
like,
are
we
the
need to
ones.
show these kids like,
we are the ones.
Let me respond to Eric real quick because
we can have this whole motherfucking group and we can make a certain amount of. Hell, DJ might make, you know what I'm saying, just because he's.
Cause should be told, if y'all really my niggas, if I touch M first, y'all ain't gotta worry about shit. You get what I'm saying? If any of y'all touch M's, I shouldn't have to worry about shit.
Eric, I gotta address what you said though, because the reason it's like that, bro. Even though now we're getting to a point to where things are becoming more of a level playing field, it's only because of information.
Yeah.
We didn't have the information that we had back then. So now that we have the information, we don't have to go through no middleman. We don't have to go through nobody to get what we deserve.
But we've had that for a while though.
We haven't. And the thing is,
how long is your having?
We've had that for 10 years.
Nah,
let me tell you why it's only been 10. Let me tell you why it's only been 10. Because it starts with the people at the top. When you have the LeBrons, the Hoes, the Oprahs, like when they're breaking through, you have to pull people up. We were not getting the same information that those people were getting at the time. The reason why I say 10 years is because now you have the money bags, like Ari getting money bag land for his birthday. Like people are starting to get in that mindset.
When you talk about the LeBrons, the Oprahs, the people that made those waves, nobody pulled them up. They made a way for themselves, which could have been done. You know what I'm saying? Which go back to the whole.
So
Kanye
we didn't learn
statement.
anything about the way they made their way.
No, of course that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying is they didn't have nobody to learn it from. They did that themselves. They kicked the door in themselves. What made them different between them and anybody else before them?
He's
Anybody
6'9",
else could have
260 with a 45 inch vertical.
Bro,
if I had the same
we talking
thing,
about
all of us
physicality,
would be
but
on
we talking about
podcasts,
physicality.
be on
LeBron is not LeBron only because of his physicality. He's him
He's
because
mental. Of course, he's mental.
Wait,
What got him in the door?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Wait, chill out, because y'all are getting off topic.
Yeah,
because
that's not what I'm saying.
What we're
That's not what I'm saying.
discussing is pocket watching.
Yeah.
And even those people that you're discussing, they are wealthy black people who have a bunch of black people around them that are constantly pocket watching them.
That's okay. Let me go back. Now that you say that, I'm saying that I'm pocket watching this other nigga because I don't have the information that he has to get what he got.
But you do though.
You always have.
Now, but I'm saying that's just now happening to where the mass majority is understanding.
Eric
It
is
wasn't
saying.
seen like
Eric
that.
is saying. Well,
No, Eric is right. We're both
I kinda
right.
get
but
what
I'm
you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's more recent than we
When you
think.
put it like that, I get
You know what I'm
you're
saying? Like
Okay.
a lot
It
of
is easier for the fact that you got your money. I can see, you know what I'm saying, or the
Yeah.
information of how you got your money is easier
Yeah.
for me to obtain
And
now.
you
I
know
get-
what
I
a
get-
nigga will hate doing? Hey Eric, hey bro, what like how you
Yeah.
doing? Boom, boom.
Nah,
And
you
you
right.
know what another nigga will do? Like he'll, wait, instead of being like, bro.
And that's us. That's my point. That's my point. That's
You're
us.
right
That's
on
us,
that.
bro. You
You're
know
right
what I
on
mean?
that. But you know what? People are starting to change that mentality of that though. They're starting to be like, hey bro, all you gotta do is this, and this,
Yep.
or I did this, and this,
Yep.
or invest in this, and this. Now we're starting to use those words. Like
That's why I'm saying.
I do agree with you.
Okay,
Okay,
that's,
I agree with your statement.
When you tell me you was scamming, like I took on that same thing.
learn that shit.
Nah, I'm
But
playing.
I definitely agree with that
He right,
statement.
though.
What
Both
we're
of y'all
saying,
right, in a sense.
but it's just like I said. I also feel like it's just
Who's scamming?
but it's just you have to find you can only, to me, it's only that time frame, to me personally, no disrespect to anybody, our answers or anything like that, but that time frame has expired to where we can use the slavery, you know what I mean, in any aspect, to me, as an excuse, you know what I mean. The trauma was there and it was deep rooted as fuck, and I do agree there are a lot of things we still deal with deep rooted wise,
Right.
but I don't feel like obtaining money is one of those.
Well, this is
obtaining success is one of those, especially with the day and time we lived in. To this day, 2022, whatever the fuck year it is, 2022.
Okay.
I don't feel like that we have the same oppression mentally, physically, or you know what I mean, as far as to where if you want to succeed, nigga, ain't nobody gonna stop you from succeeding but you. Not saying it won't be harder. I'm not saying it won't be harder for you, but nothing will stop you now in 2022 to stop you from being whatever fuck you want to be.
And if y'all really like, and people be like, oh, preach Eric, if you really believe what he's saying, like invest in black businesses, like.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to
'cause it
McDonald's,
starts
go
there.
buy some, from
Go
mom
subscribe
and pop
to the
shop.
podcast.
Yep.
Go subscribe to the podcast.
I'm gonna
Go
do
buy
that
some
too.
merch from your homeboy.
Yep.
Like if you really sitting here listening to Eric, like preach, nigga, like.
And
Go
I
get
got
a
a partner
piece.
like
I'll
that,
see
bro.
it.
One of my
Go
partners,
subscribe
one
to
of my
the
partners is legit like that, bro. And it kind of blew my mind, but I'm like, damn, I really need to get like that. He keep it low key, but that nigga like support all type of black business. I'm talking about from the food, like when they be posting, come buy these plates, that nigga pull up on somebody, go buy
That's
a plate.
the shit.
When a nigga be posting like shirts, that nigga buy a shirt for somebody. Somebody got music going, that nigga sharing it, listening to it in his car. Like my partner do that shit. I'm just like,
Right.
damn, like I need to get better with doing that, but that's where it starts at.
And I
You
need
get
to-
what I mean?
gotta
Us
do better
supporting
too, bro.
us.
I'm not
You know what I
perfect.
mean?
Sometimes it's easy to just go through the drive-through real quick, but like really, that's where it starts, bro. Because like, as harsh as it sounds, like we gotta buy our way to respect in a way, bro. Like when Kanye talked about ownership, bro, that is important. Like, stop banging the block and start owning the block, bro.
Yep.
Like,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Stop fucking talking about we ain't got money. We don't like, bro. Invest in
Cause
our
it's so
own
funny.
shit.
You ride down the street on the side of the freeway, it's a sign on that motherfucker. It's a sign on the side of the freeway that said, adopt this motherfucker. If you want to adopt this freeway, you can call this number right here. That's how easy it is, bro. They putting it. You drive past that bitch every day. Every day, bro.
Guess how many niggas roll past that and then see it?
Every day. 99.9 of them.
They don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly, bro.
It's not even that because they do see it and don't.
And that was just a petty example, but you get what I'm saying? It's just like shit like that. It's
Niggas
just
don't think about that type
that's
of
the
shit.
days we live in now, where it's just it's there for you.
It costs $400
You
to
have no
$600
excuse.
to get a billboard.
Yep.
For anybody out there that's got it. It's just little shit like that. Like we can do the same shit.
You good, me? Yep.
Just for anybody watching, adopting a road is not exactly what you think it is.
No, yeah, I know it was just a petty example. Like, you
know
ain't
what
buying
he
the freeway, but I'm just saying it for it's a start to get your mindset of ownership.
There's
You know what I
people
mean?
that'll probably be like, oh, I can go buy it. No, adopting is not necessarily
Yeah.
buying a road.
And vote.
It means taking care of one.
Yeah,
That's enough.
And vote, of course.
but
Local elections. Fuck the president. Ain't gonna matter. Vote locally. Do it.
vote Loco Lee. Vote for Fo Loco Lee.
Speaking of voting, this podcast.
Nah, you good, bro. We started late. We got like 15 more minutes.
This is over.
Okay, so if you wake up with a deposit in your,
What's harder to raise, a son or a daughter?
I think we talked
What's
about this
harder?
before. To me, it would be a son.
Oh, well, me personally,
Yeah.
We don't care.
But you never know.
a son of or a daughter. Okay.
Son.
Am I a single father or do I got him?
This
No,
nigga here,
just
boy.
say healthy. Everything healthy.
Am I a
you
single
are.
father or do I have help? Because
Oh,
if
you
I'm
right.
a single,
You could be healthy if you're single. Okay, if you in a relation, you like everything. 2-parent household, and you still got
Okay.
3 kids.
And a good grandmama.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, all that.
A boy. Boys still harder to raise.
And hell, a
It's gotta
boy's
be
harder to raise.
It's got to be a female because they have more going on with
Yeah.
them. Like not even just like
I mean, but he's saying
Mentally,
he's
but,
saying
like,
both.
physically,
He's saying both parents.
Because
but-
it's way easier if you have a
if it's
2-parent
both
home and a
parents,
girl.
I ain't gotta worry about doing no hair and all that other stuff. That's,
Oh, you
that's
doing
all.
that? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That makes a difference. So once again, even if you got a
A
2-parent
boy,
home,
you
you would
can
still
zip,
have to
zip,
worry
zip.
about that
Yeah.
shit.
See you next month.
With that hair.
God.
I like that.
he said next month.
Brian is-
Oh, you didn't get the reference. He didn't get it.
We ain't get it. Oops.
Oh, Lyndon and JoJo was slow. They
Yeah, it's
But that shit is wild. Though.
Lizzie with a glizzy.
Zip, zip, see,
I don't know. I think I got lucky. Like my son, really, like he's so like cool. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't really do too much. Like sometimes I gotta,
right. Oh shit, no.
you know what I'm saying? I gotta remind him of his bearing. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Get off that iPad till you brush your teeth. Like simple little boy shit. You know what I'm saying? But like for the most part, it's not nothing.
I really ain't got to that stage yet to really determine that because all 3 of them motherfuckers bad. Kenzie sassy as hell, Grayson and annoying and aggravating all Kenzie and shit. Noah think he
I got a
just
little
run the
man.
fucking
Noah
household.
gonna be a fucking general.
Y'all chokes.
I'm so glad
That's
I
what
just
I
have
said.
a dog.
Noah gonna be tough.
Hey,
What'd you say, Alex?
sleep on that
I
little
said,
nigga,
I'm
bro.
so glad I just have a dog.
Hey, have your dog ever made you mad?
That was a
What kind of
stupidest
stupid ass
question.
question is that?
Like on some shit like why the fuck would you do that, Goofy?
Why the fuck did you ask that?
dog
Goofy?
She do stupid shit every day, so yes.
Oh damn.
Nah, having a kid, that shit
What
different.
you gotta
bro.
say?
It really
Fuck you.
is, bro.
Like it's
Look,
one
I
of
do
the
what?
to
I
me
do
one
what?
of the best feelings about having a kid is like when you have one child and it's just like let's say you a single parent, it's low key like you and that kid versus the world type shit. Like that shit, it's like a weird feeling, like a good feeling, like you almost like you legit.
You feel
Honestly,
like
kind of feel like a superhero, bro. Like I really like a superhero because this like little human looks up to you.
He
Like
does,
you know what I mean? Like whether it's a boy or a girl, they look up to you. They look to you for protection, comfort, food, shelter, all that shit. It's just
What
like
we doing?
exactly. You know, like what you on? Or what we doing?
That's it. What we doing, bro?
Save me.
That's literally all it
So
is.
like you know what I
is,
mean?
I went from
Nigga.
1 to 3.
yeah, bro. Y'all,
Kanye, that
y'all
nigga went
beating
from 1 to
me,
3.
yeah, I'm beating y'all.
Yeah.
That is
I
crazy.
think
Yeah, bro. I tried.
I think I said, bro, you ain't had no, and you kept every time you told me that you wouldn't have anymore. That's when you popped out another one. Like,
Working it out, man.
Eric and West just dipped their toe in the water. DJ said,
Just drop right on in. Come on in, guys. It's fine.
I was supposed to stop at Grayson.
Me and Joe running
Noah
around the
came.
pool.
Yeah, that third one. When you said the third one, I was like, God, wait.
I thought he was gonna stop at
I thought you were gonna have one and done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I thought he was gonna stop at the first one, and I remember. I honestly think I remember you telling me. I think you said you wanted a boy, but you wasn't for sure. If I'm not, like I said, I'm lit, so I don't really know.
Honestly, bro, I thought you were done.
No,
with
I
King.
think he said he was gonna
I had a
stop.
boy and a girl, then like
Who next, Brian or
Noah
Joe?
just
Ooh.
Brian.
Why
I think
does-
Brian, yeah,
I
Brian
leave all
before
my
Joe.
kids on.
doing it.
Because I feel like,
Joe is the condom nigga.
science hasn't gotten that far
Don't you
yet for
put
Joe.
this evil on me, Ricky
Joe-
Bobby.
He's
Joe
more
is
risky
like-
than I am.
Why y'all
Joe is
playing?
a condom nigga.
Why
But
y'all
no,
playing?
science just haven't got that far yet.
Somebody
for
got
Joe.
another
Brian
kid.
Say
is like,
Cecil
you
in the
know,
building.
Yeah.
Number 2 in the building.
Yeah, number 2 in the building. All right.
Oh, Cecil. Yeah, Cecil gonna have
Oh yeah.
What?
some.
Yeah, you
Whip
probably-
my ass.
Oh, can we do that on the pod?
Well, I guess
I think
we are.
Cecil want to have another one bad. He low key want to have another one
We
bad.
can't do that.
Want to?
That nigga said what? I thought he was talking about me the way he was talking.
But nah, I just leave all my kids on stuff.
No, Joe is a stop at the gas station, get a
Yeah.
rhino
Come on
pill,
now, stop.
and some
Come on now,
Trojans
stop.
type.
It's a rhino pill
I can't deny that.
with the honey. With the honey.
Nigga,
And
be
nigga
a
Joe-
5.5
Gotta be the
hours.
Godfather
That's
this
Joe
time?
right there.
I'm
Can I
not.
be the Godfather this time?
I don't say that either.
Can I be the Godfather this time?
Alright, come on. Wrap it up.
But Brian definitely next.
Nah.
I think Brian is.
Brian
next.
don't wear condoms.
Y'all really.
Golly.
It's gonna be Joe. Like
Look
No.
at this
I
hat.
couldn't even say my joke.
This hat says I don't wear condoms.
I think I'll be. I think
Can
I'll
we
be
get
a
a close
better.
up landing on his head.
This funny. I'm
Look at
just
this
playing.
nigga
I'm just
fit,
playing.
bro.
You used to be in that camp too, Wesley. Don't start.
I am in that camp. I'm not ashamed.
I'm just playing before I say
I'll
this.
admit
but
where I'm.
I think I'd be a better father than Brian.
it.
No, I think
Hey, Kendrick said
I
no.
want Brian to be a better
I take it
father.
back. I take it back. I take it
He'd
back.
be a boring ass father. Brian would be a fun ass father.
I'll be make sure the motherfucker do what he got to do, father, nigga. Fuck
Hey,
you
I'm
talking
a,
about, nigga.
but
Exactly
I
why
mean,
you
if
boring.
anything, bro. On a serious note, if y'all do
don't-
have kids, hopefully y'all they
Go to
lives
play,
and don't be
fuck
no.
Nah, for real, for
Yeah,
real.
nah, for real. Straight up. And this go for y'all, you know, and the fans.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it too. I don't care. Y'all might not like it. If you a deadbeat, don't follow us. Don't subscribe to us.
That's real
You know what
shit.
I'm
Now you
saying?
can
Don't
subscribe.
fuck with us.
Just don't talk
That's
about
one
certain
thing we
things.
do
Don't fuck with
Now
us.
you
We
definitely
don't
subscribe
support
to
it.
us.
Not
If you
gonna
in
let
this
you know what we
room,
saying.
if you in this room, you know what I'm
you
saying,
subscribe.
and you have a kid or you have a kid, you don't take care of your kids, you know what I'm saying, I can't fuck with you. I don't fuck with no deadbeats. I don't fuck
We
with no
don't support
niggas
that.
that don't take
Sin
care of their
podcast.
kids. You know what I'm saying?
No deadbeats in this.
We was daddy gang. We
It's
take care
hard
of our
out here.
kids, man.
I ain't got no kids.
I'm telling you right now, to piggyback on what Eric said, we can get up out of here.
Piggy tail back.
Piggy tail back on what Eric said,
Piggy tail back too.
bro. It's time, bro. Like the littlest things they gonna remember, the big things they gonna forget. And I didn't understand that until now.
That's the title of the show.
My son got Christmas presents in the trunk. I was cleaning up my trunk last night. He still got presents in there, but he'll remember we played Fortnite today. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll remember all that. Like he'll remember like riding in the car to get some ice cream. Like it's just crazy. Quality time, bro.
That's all that matters.
QT, baby, don't
Go
play
ahead,
with
DJ.
me.
Speaking of quality time, this podcast is over. And thank you for spending your quality time with us on this Friday evening. If you want to see my amazing podcast face, I'm here every Friday live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live at 8:30. If you don't get a chance to see my face live, you can catch this video the next day on YouTube. And if you don't get a chance to see me live or see the video up on YouTube and you're just cleaning around the house or driving, you just want to hear the audio, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, all those great DSPs that you can find on our Instagram at the 5% Podcast. And number 5, don't spell it out because you're not going to find us. You can go to our bio and check out our link tree and find out all those things where you can listen to us at, including iHeart and all those things. And we are the podcast where we cover culture, sports, trending topics, and I forgot the last one.
What it should be for
And
things.
Kanye.
I forgot the last one because I can't see. But I'm always here with my fellas.
Man, it's Rick. You already know what time it is, man. I hate to see y'all go, you know, but I'll see y'all next week. Shout out, holla out, all that.
Yeah, man, this is JOHVAN Lockett, also known as JOHVAN Lockett. And don't forget, Captain Kuno.
Captain Kulo.
You got one more show to go back to Joe Kage, or I ain't calling you anything else ever again.
It's your boy Brian, man. We out of here. I love y'all, bro.
Captain Kuno, bro.
Captain Kulo.
It's your boy Mayor. I couldn't think of anything inspirational to say today, but I'll see y'all next
Before
week.
we get out of here, RP Jade the youngin.
JD for sure.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Died definitely too young. And off.
Stop killing each other, man. That shit ain't cool, bro. So you want to listen to my mixtape? All right then.
We out. We out. Peace.
RP Virgil.
See you next Friday.
Zip it up and zip it out. Let me